Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today I'm going to get started to set up finally my 2025 Hobonichi Techo. I recently received my Coffee Monsterz Co order and I unboxed that in a shorts on my channel, so feel free to watch so you can see a little bit of everything that I got. But today I want to set up, I think, the year and also set up a bit of January as well, since we are just a few weeks, a week and a half-ish away. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is, actually, I wanted to use this in the freebies sticker that I got with my order. I did want to put my TCMC sticker right here on the front. Right here, the first sticker in the planner. And then I'm going to try not to be too, crazy about this. So all of these themes correspond with the monthly kit themes. So I actually only have the first half of the year, the kits for the first half of the year. But it's good for me to, like, I guess, get a little sneak preview of what the other months are. Okay, that was a roller coaster, but I did it. The next thing I really wanted to do, oh yeah, I want to highlight the different weeks here, so I can better, like differentiate between these two. Let's see how this turns out. You can't really tell on camera, but in person you can actually see it. It does make a difference. Okay. Very cool. The next thing I'm gonna do is use my monthly tabs. I think I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna set up these tabs here, which indicate like when each section starts. And then I'm gonna use these actually for the dailies section. I didn't get two sets of tabs. I didn't think I would need it. Now I'm wondering if I was wrong there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up to take care of that. Okay, so I saw a really helpful tip actually when Helen was setting up her planner. She used basically a used up sticky sheet that she just took, like for example this one, she took off this lining and she laid this underneath, so that way when she put the tabs on it was like way easier to use. So I guess we have to hop back to the yearly here because that's where this starts. With yearly, and they are mini tabs. So the idea is you, on this, let's see if we can focus, the dark blue part is what you have on the page and then it folds over. So so it makes a tab. Yearly, like so. And then she said that she actually, let's see, I can do this right. The next one was monthly. And she said she slid this back a little bit, but not too far. But just like here. So she could properly line this up. Nice. Boop. So now they kind of lay, mine are a little wonky, but you get the idea. Okay, and then the next step are the weeklies. The weeklies start back here. Yeah, right here. Nice. And then the daily section. Okay. So I think I'm actually going to have 2 tabs next to this because the daily sections start and then it's also the start of the month. So let's see, where's my weekly at? Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. It looks nice. These two have a little buck tooth, but it's all right. Okay, so I'll put January right next to that one. Okay, and then from here, we will just do the rest of the months. The last section is the notes section, where the tabs are, so all the way back here. Okay, I would say you can be the judge. We had various degrees of success. We were on like a roll there until we got to like July, and then things got kind of weird in August and September. But you know what? Let's see. Maybe if I don't like them anymore, I just, I move on. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do after I set up my tabs is use my monthly kit for January. I was very, very excited to order these. And I also ordered the bullet journal, like the extra add-on, as well as the icon sampler for the same month, monthly theme. So I think the first thing to do is take this off, and I think this covers up here. It does. And we also get, this is separate from the sticker, the theme sticker, so that way in case you wanted to put it somewhere else. I think in January I'm just going to try and put it right underneath and see how that goes. I have a set of tweezers I was thinking to try, maybe that would help, but it might also make it more awkward, but we'll see. Monday. I can't tell if I like those or not. Tuesday. I think I'm gonna go no tweezers. Maybe for the more smaller, finer things, but. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. And Sunday. Yippee! Okay, I also wanted to set up these little number stickers. So basically these just cover over the numbers, the default numbers that we have here. So I think I might try and use this. Yeah, that could work. I think from this set I'm going to take out some of these sticky notes, colored dots, and I'm going to put them here. Here. Okay, my camera overheated, but all you need to know is I added the sticker dots here, and I also added a balloon here because I have a birthday. Not mine, but somebody that I know. And then the next thing I wanted to do before getting into the monthlies was, getting into the dailies was go here to the turning the page. If you watched my planner plans video, you would have learned or noticed that I wanted to use this page to track my 2025 goals by quarter. So I have here, like, if you can see a little bit in pencil, kind of split this page up, each page up in half, and then the whole spread itself is going to be the goals, 2025 goals page. So I think I don't want this page to lean too heavily colors wise. So I think I'm just gonna like do something plain, and then if I come back to this and I want to improve the way that this looks, I will. But for now, this is how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I just went through to erase my pencil marks. I'm going to draw this line here at the half mark. Okay. It's right here. Perfect. So this is gonna be I'll fill this in later, but this is my turning the page to a new year setup where I just have it split into 4 quadrants, and I'm gonna put the goals for each of the months here. Sorry, each of the quarters here, and I might split it up by months. I might split this in 3, and then maybe I'll do, January, February, March, etc., etc. But for now, I think I'm just gonna leave this blank and fill it in on my own time. Next, I'm gonna jump over to these notes pages. So I have pretty much set up in pencil here the pages, how I want them to look. The one I'm not going to set up right now is this dopamine menu. I'm still not sure if these are the items that I want on there. But for the rest, I'm pretty sure that this is how I want it to look. So I'm going to go ahead and set them up as well. Again, I'm going to just stick with like a really boring gray color palette, if you will, because I'm not too sure what I want these to look like in the grand scheme of things. Every month has, a theme, but these being not really tied to months kind of make me feel like it's okay for them to look a little bit more plain. So I'm gonna fully lean into that. Okay, let's go. This side is gonna be my cleaning tracker. I mentioned this in my 2025 plans video that I wanted to have an easily referenceable page to see when I did my last bigger cleaning tasks, such as like washing my car or changing my air filter in my house and things like that. So this is really just going to be a place where I can track that when I did it last, if you will. Cleaning tracker. I'm not really loving the way that this pen is laying over the Tombow marker, so I think I'm gonna have to change this because it really looks like it's feathering a lot. Okay, which one was this? Oh yeah, change. Air filter. This is looking much better. Also, if you haven't noticed here, the difference between why some of them have more lines and some of them have only 4 is some of these are monthly, and then the other ones are quarterly basis, so they only get done 4 times a year, every 3 months. Next, and so I've left some some space down here in case I think of more. This was just what I could come up with off the top of my head, but I didn't want to put some items in here that probably wouldn't get used. So I'm gonna sneak over to the next page, which is gonna be my TBR list. On this TBR list, it's really just going to be a running list of the date that I found the book, the name of the book, where I found it, so whether it was like a person who gave me the recommendation, or Instagram, or TikTok. And then I'm going to just jot it down here. And then if I do happen to read it, I can just put like a why no in this column of like, did I read it, yes or no? Red. Okay. So we'll do a little one of these. And then one of these. And I don't want to put any lines in here because I write pretty large, as you can tell. When I do write small, it like really hurts my hands. It's always been like this. So I'll just see how long the title is, and then I'll draw the line after I add the page. That's going to be my idea. My next set of note pages is a package tracker and then just a blank pen testing page. So I'm going to do our little title here. Packages. Again, I'm not like a huge online shopper anymore. I do order things here and there, a few subscriptions and whatnot. But I am mainly wanting to track if people send me things, so that way they can stop asking me, did you get that yet? Did you get that yet? And I could say no, or yes, I did get it, or I didn't get it. So that's kind of the idea. A column for the date, a column for the item, and then mainly the most important thing is tracking number, and then if it arrived. And that's just going to be a YN situation. The idea being that I can just mark it here. I don't have to think about it too much. Do I think I'm going to get this many packages? Probably not. But I want there to be the space just in case. This pen testing page, it might just be a half of a page. I might end up popping something else down below. So this might be just half of a page. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. The last page is going to be a budget tracker. This wasn't something I think I mentioned planning on doing in my last video. However, I thought that it might be important because when I'm going to plan a vacation, for example, I want to make sure that I know that my expenses are going to be covered that month before I even think about planning or maybe buying a special gift or something like that. So this isn't going to be something that I mention or reference monthly, but maybe it could also be a way for me to track the subscriptions that I have, for example, and maybe I need to, trim some fat, if you will, and say, all right, what can I live without? maybe I don't need to have XYZ subscription, and see where I can save myself some money. Okay. So that's going to be all for my notes pages. Then this page is going to be where I put down my different color palettes that are suggested by Helen from Coffee Monsterz Co. that matches up actually with the different monthly kits. So for this one, for example, she has like suggested colors for the different months. I don't think I have every color that she suggests. However, I am going to try and find the closest thing in my collection that I can that goes next to it. And then the idea is that each month I can use these kind of as my highlighters for the month. And because lately I've just been carrying this one. I mean, you can see it's like it's covered, like all of the text and everything is rubbed off on it because I've used it so much. Same thing with this one, this 526. So yeah, I'm gonna do this after because I want to make sure that I do this right. But the idea is just gonna be like each of these is gonna be a month, and then the color palette will go across. So I'll just write like January, February, March, blah, 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 and then the colors will go across here. And then I can kind of get an idea of like what I need to pluck from my stash and then put in my pencil case for that month. And then here I want to use this to track the media that I'm going to consume in 2025. So I'm just going to write that here. 100 media in 2025 with a star. Why the star? I don't know. If I finish a book, a show, a movie, if I go to a play, I don't know, maybe I'll go to a play. If I see an orchestra, I'm going to write that here. Anything that I consume, I want to keep track of it, because books I don't have a problem with, but movies, I'm so bad at watching movies, and TV shows, I'm so bad at finishing TV shows. So I want to make a note when I finish things, or at least for in the instance of TV shows, if I finish whatever the season is that comes out in this year. And I think that's everything for my setup video. I did take my clear plastic cover from my 2024. It's not the most cleanest. It's a little beat up because it did survive, and it is a bit stretched out, so it actually slid on here perfectly. I remember last year when I put this on, it was very, very tight. This year it slid on a little too easily. You could see here. It's got space to grow, that's for sure. And that's, I think, gonna be everything for my 2025 setup. I can't believe it's already time. I have my Coffee Monsterz Co. year at a glance. I did color coordinate my different weeks here on my big yearly view. And then my monthly, we set up January, which I didn't do too much. I didn't want to commit too much. I'm not sure what's happening in January yet, but I have that going for me. And then I briefly started my turning the page to a new year quarterly goals section. We really, really went into my notes pages with my cleaning tracker, my when did I last tracker, my TBR tracker, a packages tracker, a pen testing page, and a budget tracker. And that's really all I have set up for this book at this time. And hopefully once we get into 2025, I can do maybe a more in-depth plan with me where I can use more of these amazing stickers from Coffee Monsterz Co. Okay, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed this setup video, please leave a like and a comment if there's anything else that you want to see in 2025 for me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.